Good morning. Today is June 4th and getting a little bit of a late start, but today two things happen. I'm going to cross the 500 mile mark. That's just crazy to even think. Even saying that, man, God, you think it'd get easier or more relatable, maybe is what I'm trying to say, but man, it's just 500 miles. And also I get to go through Grayson Highlands, and for some folks it's arguably one of the best, if not the best, parts of the AT, at least from all the hikers I have spoke to a former thru hiker, two-time thru hiker this morning, and he said that Maine is hands down his favorite after two hikes, but that today is very special where we're going. And he said he was a little jealous that I was getting to go up here to Grayson Highlands. Today I need to try and get as close to 20 miles in as I can. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm really just kind of going to walk because tomorrow afternoon I'm trying to make it to the Mount Rogers recreational area. That would be close to the partnership shelter where I'm getting picked up, hopefully getting picked up and taken into Marion. So I have two options. I can take the old AT, cuts about 6 miles, maybe a little more than that, off of Grayson Highlands, and then come back and do that loop later this week. Or go ahead and do the loop and just do some extra miles this afternoon, tonight, or get up early in the morning. Not sure what I'm going to do. Yesterday started out wonderful. It was a beautiful day. Buzzard Rock was amazing. The views was amazing. We have a lot of low cloud cover today, so I'm not sure what our views is going to, exactly what they're going to be. But I had a new pair of calf compressions I put on yesterday. They've been washed. I did treat them for ticks, and I don't know if it's the dye in the compression. I don't know if it's the Picardin or permethrin that was on them, but I had a bit of a reaction on both my calves, and they're a little they're rather red and sensitive. I am not wearing those today. I did wash them again last night, and not sure if I'm going to wear them again. Honestly, I may just send them home or throw them in a hiker box. I may try them another day or so and see if there's same thing happens, but I've never had anything like that happen before. I have heard of people staying at hostels and using washing machines, and then like the Tide pods or whatever, the detergent pods, do not properly dissolve and rinse out and causes reactions. I don't think that's the case. I really don't, because I know when I washed them, they were washed thoroughly. So I'm leaning more on the fact that it's something to do with the treatment that's on them, or the dye. Because my gray ones had no problems with them, and they've been treated. Yeah, not sure. But anyway, I'm going to continue down the trail. I mean, we're already right back in the woods, but this will clear up and we will have some wide open fields today. Just don't know what the cloud cover is going to do. They're saying that there might be thunderstorms later this afternoon section, and when you get here you tend to slow down because there's so much to see, which, if I'm looking at it that way, that's probably going to be 18 miles minimum, which is fine. That's very doable. Thank you for another day. Nothing like the sound of a gap. Lets you know that you may get trail magic, you may get a privy. Then again, you may find trail magic that no longer exists. You may also find a privy that is locked. And either of those things are rather disappointing. This is pretty exciting. First gate. It's our first pasture. Working our way towards the Grayson Highlands. I don't know about this weather. They said thunderstorms around 5. It's awful cloudy. Maybe it'll hold off. Thankfully the privy was open. Always makes for an easier day. So the hiker that just disappeared into the woods there, he's going up to through hikers, and he has a pack full of food, and he's offering food to people. He asked me if I wanted a drink, if I wanted a honey bun, anything at all to snack on. I declined. I have had my fill of food today, and I have a bag full of food myself. The crazy thing is, as I met a family that were doing a race yesterday. They were still in Damascus, and they were at the local coffee shop, the one that I seem to frequent anytime I'm in Damascus now. They just get all my money. Good food, good service. Saw me this morning. I was enjoying some coffee and a cinnamon roll, and we got to talking, and they said they were going to the diner, and I said I'm actually headed over that way here pretty soon too, because I want to have my second breakfast before I get on trail. And this couple actually offered to hold me a spot at the diner and purchase my meal for the day. I declined. I did so for 2 reasons. One, there was another hiker that I was being dropped off with today. I didn't know if they might show up and want to have breakfast before we left, and I was not about to have somebody just unexpectedly show up and my food be paid for, or these people to feel like obligated to pay for that person. And honestly, it's just kind of odd to me how people just want to be so generous. It's uncomfortable. It's not odd, it's uncomfortable. Right after that happened, I was at the local outfitter waiting for my ride and the other hiker. And I was talking to a through hiker that has finished the trail twice, and he told me that, hey, look, when people offer that, you need to start accepting it. And he's not the first person that said that. Maybe I do. He told me, he's like, just get out of your box, man. Some of the best people you meet are the ones that come out here and offer you whatever. A ride, a stay at their home, food. He said, if you think about it, they're a little strange to want to do that to somebody that looks like we do and smells like we do. And he's right. But the generosity out of everybody, it really is, man. It's kind of touching. It makes you think about. It makes me think about how I see people in day-to-day life that they would never think to do that. Everybody out there fighting one another for every little penny they can get, hoarding everything. And then you have other folks that just wants to randomly help a complete stranger. It's amazing. Don't worry. You'll make all kinds of miles up once you hit Virginia. Virginia's flat. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard that. Virginia's flat. It's good. It's good. You'll make up your miles. You're not behind. Does that look flat? And it's been this way for a while. As of right now, it's about like being in Tennessee. The switchbacks are definitely better than they were, because like they were in Georgia, because there were no switchbacks in Georgia. Georgia was like up, down, up, down, up, down. North Carolina was a mixture of both. Tennessee was climbing, but switchbacks. This one has been pretty good today. Takes some of the strain off. But the trees stop somewhere up there over the horizon, so we still got a pretty good bit of climbing to do. It's not bad. I don't want it to come off like I'm complaining. I just want anybody that sees this that thinks that Virginia's flat, or they've been told it's flat. It's not. Well, that's 500 miles down. I suppose the question is, do I have 1,700 miles left in me? Guess we'll find out. Wow. Thank you, thank you. Kind of have to be a billy goat or have good shoes. I see a cow over there. That white spot, I think that's a longhorn. They're supposed to be in here. How am I supposed to go back to normal after this? And this is the Highlands. They're just getting started. Yeah, probably easier without my pack on. But my pack does not come off too often. I think I just messed up the lens on my watch. So we are about to enter Fat Man Squeeze. There's the blaze. There's the trail. Yes, you can go around if you want to, but the trail itself goes through here. I do have to be careful because this is the one thing that can damage my pack. And here we go. And then we're going to go down. Today has been really slow going. The terrain has not been very forgiving. Not a whole lot of climbing, but a lot of rocks, a lot of roots. Just not making progress, not making forward progress like I would like. I am currently 5.5 miles from Old Orchard Shelter, where I'm going to be staying tonight, I believe. And that's going to put me roughly 23 miles tomorrow to be picked up at Mount Rogers Recreation Center. I really wanted to get more miles in today. It just wasn't in the cards. That's all there was to it. I bumped into a few people, day hikers, started talking with them, bumped into some more hikers and started talking to them, some through hikers, started talking to them, and it just kind of gets into your time a little bit, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. It was great conversation with great people, and I would do it again. I said I wasn't going to film anything else, but I walked up on these, and there's 3 more right there. Look at all of those azaleas.